Good evening, everybody. You're watching St. Joe's Hawks University Ice Hockey live here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, here for our first broadcast of St. Joe's University Hawks Ice Hockey here from the Skatium in Havertown, PA. Set for a great one here as St. Joe's takes on Rowan University, the Profs, here in this one tonight. Here for this 8:45 start time down here in PA. Made the trek down here for game number one here for our first broadcast of St. Joe's. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for tuning in. We're super excited to work with this St. Joe's team and the university and get going here for the 25-26 season. It's our opening night here on BSB. So thank you for tuning in to all of our action today. Matt Fusillo on the call for our game for TCNJ. That's our game of the week as they take on Temple. That game started at 7 p.m., still in the midst of going on currently. Currently a 4-3 game with about 6 and change left to go in that third period for TCNJ. But we're here for this one while Matt will call that one. As things wrap up there, we'll be getting kicked into high gear here between St. Joe's and Rowan. Set for a great start here for this St. Joe's team. Weren't able to come out victorious in their first game of the year against Westchester, but looking for their first win of the 25-26 campaign here in this one today against Rowan. And once again, just thank you for joining us here for our first broadcast of St. Joe's Hockey. We are super excited to work with them this season. Have a great view and great angle of things here at the Skatium. No netting, which is fantastic. As we get a look at Rutgers here right now, as they start to finish up warm-ups. Got about 20 seconds left to go in warm-ups as we get ready for this game. And we get a look over at St. Joe's as well. Here as warm-ups start to conclude, we'll have the starting lineups announced, the national anthem and puck drop here from the Skatium. We'll step aside for just a few here as warm-ups conclude. And we'll be back for the starting puck drop in just a few moments. Wonderful rendition of the national anthem here from the Skatium as we get ready for things here between St. Joe's and Rowan. Ready to get kicked off here between the two teams. We'll take a look at the starters here for St. Joe's. James Carpenter, Shane Wilson, Dylan Kuba, Robert Romarino, and Peter Borman, the 5 skaters. In between the pipes, Cooper Tyson, number 31, the president of this St. Joe's team. Gets the nod in between the pipes here for this one today as teams are getting ready to go. St. Joe's with those beautiful white jerseys. Gray numbers, red lettering for the nameplate. And then Rowan with their usual Prof colors. We'll see them a lot this year here on BSB. And as we get ready for the start of this game, once again, just thank you for tuning in. We're set for a great one here between St. Joe's and Rowan. Centers at the face-off dot, and we're off. Quickly taken here by Rowan off the draw. This one played forward. Sent into the zone quickly there by Rowan. Picked back up here by St. Joe's as they look to clear out of the zone. Chasing out it goes Carpenter. Bouncing puck for him. Trying to fire, couldn't do so as Kuba went crashing to the net front. Carpenter trying to keep it, can't do so. Taken back here by Rowan as this will bounce over here to the 41 of Dom Riccardi, who will get it out of the zone. Back at center ice since this one is dumped in. Riccardi with it again. He'll send it around. Able to get it across to Riley Rudolph, one of the assistants for Rowan this year as he takes a bump along the wall. Trying to work their way in onto the backhand. That shot goes well wide of the cage from Brian Bowman. Comes back out to Bowman, who will dump it in. Team's in the midst of some changes already. Pass tipped into the zone by Brazil. As it's picked up here by Rowan in their own end, trying to get going the other way. Collected there by Daniel Duffy, who will drive in. Duffy along the wall, trying to go to work along the boards. There with the 43 of Charlie Maratea. As it bounces to Brazil, and he takes a big bump along the wall. That's a big-time hit there by Karakavitis. Now the other way. Here comes St. Joe's into the zone quickly. Gross with it. Gross along the boards. We'll have to play this one back to Brazil. Now up to the point. Brazil with it again along the wall. Sends it around looking for Gross. Can't get to him that time. Bounces up off the board. Sends this one to Karakavitis again. As it goes all the way back here for St. Joe's and on to Tyson. He'll just paddle that one away. Roland now with it. His pass is picked off. Rowan trying to get a chance here, but it gets by everybody and comes out of the zone. Dumped right back in here by the Profs. As Brazil will try and pitch this one around. Able to find the pass over to Ebersol. Now Jackson Shanahan will leave this one forward. Driving into the zone. Resto with it. His shot goes wide of the cage. Mans can't keep that one. Shanahan with a bump. Able to get the 13 there of Carter Wide off the puck. Collected here by the Hawks again as they will send in. Big hit at the blue line. That was from R.J. Rowland as this puck goes right back up to the point. Ebersol fires, and it's held onto by Bobby Kennedy. The 32 of Bobby Kennedy in between the pipes here for Rowan in this one today. 5'8", $175. Sophomore for this Prof squad. A very young team for Rowan this year. Kennedy from Franklinville, New Jersey. Pass goes around. Now poked out of the zone the other way. Capacci trying to drive in. He fires. Tyson able to fight off the first one. Rebound was still loose as it's picked up here by St. Joe's. The other direction now. SJU in the midst of a change as it's collected once again by Rowan, and they're not able to get it out that time, though. Bouncing puck into the corner. Robinson has to play that one across, able to find it over to the other side. That was for Kromchik. As Kromchik tries to lay the body along the boards. Robinson with it again. Has it bumped away. Carpenter with it now. He fires that one waffle boarded away by Kennedy. Allen getting tied up there with a St. Joe's skater as things already starting to get a little physical. That was Doherty who we got tied up with as Tyson fights that one off. Rebound chance was there, and holding on to it is Tyson, and we've got a delayed penalty here on the play. I think this is going to be on St. Joe's. 16:16 left to go here in period one, and it looks like St. Joe's is going to go to the box. And it is indeed going to be on Shane Wilson, one of the captains for St. Joe's. Will go to the sin bin here, and Rowan will go to the power play. First man advantage opportunity for either team here in this game. Off the draw, one back here by St. Joe's, and it's lofted out to center ice. Rowan trying to cut away with that one. Bounces off the wall as Romarino tried to get to it in time, couldn't do so. Now the other way, Riccardi looking in. That one stopped on the shot. Tyson with a big save with the shoulder. It's sent around, but not out of the zone. Kept in here on the wall. That time by Rudolph, as now it's taken out by St. Joe's. Carpenter the other way, trying to split around the defense. Can't do so that time. Picked up yet again here by Riccardi, who will send it across, able to find Thomas. Thomas driving around, looking for the wraparound chance, just couldn't get it on target, as SJU will clear yet again. 1:09 left to go on the power play here for Rowan, as they're in the midst of a line change. They just dumped this one in. Sent the length of the ice as it's knocked down there by Xander Robinson. Bianchi with it now. He will lay this one back up to the point, able to find Thompson. Now up to the blue line again. Shot redirected in front. They score. That one may have deflected off of a defender's skate in front, and Rowan score on the power play. Xander Robinson opens the scoring and makes it 1-0. 5 minutes exactly on the clock gone. So Xander Robinson opens the scoring exactly 5 minutes into the game on the power play for the Profs. And now SJU looking to come from behind here and tie this game right back up. Looking for some offense is SJU now. Shots currently sitting at 5-2 in favor of Rowan, as this one is lofted up and out of play. That one nearly hopped up into our booth up here at the Skatium. And looking over at our out-of-town scoreboard, our other game here on BSB, our Game of the Week game, TC&J versus Temple, ended in a 4-3 Temple win. So TC&J falling in their first game of the season, as Wilson will fire. That shot is blocked away, taken by Rowan. Dumped into the SJU end. Tyson will send this one around. Brazil with it, trying to clear. Able to get this one forward for now. St. Joe's on it. Linzo trying to handle the puck. Fell down to the ice as tripped up goes a Rowan skater, and that's going to be another penalty here on St. Joe's. Extra skater trying to get on as it goes out the other way, but it's now touched up by the Hawks. And Rowan is going to go right back to the power play here. Aiden Linzo will go to the box. Another power play opportunity here for Rowan. Already have the 1-goal lead, scored on their first power play opportunity, as this one is cleared by St. Joe's. Collected here by Riley Rudolph in his own end. We'll look for some options, lays this one off. Able to find Dom Riccardi as he will send it for Max Finley. Trying to keep it in Was Rudolph able to do so? He sends it around. Able to find Bowman, who lays this one off to Thomas. Now Rudolph again. Rudolph tried to get a pass back, couldn't do so as it bounces over to the other side for Riccardi. Riccardi to the point. Able to find Thomas. That one's blocked away, and it comes out of the zone. Trying to get on it once again was SJU. As here come the Profs, trying to fire this one lower. Thompson with a good kick save. That was Ryan Manns before, who was applying pressure there for SJU. Rowan still with it. Shot through traffic. That one trickles wide of everybody. 50 seconds left to go on the power play for the Profs. Max Finley. He will keep this in his own end, looking to reset here a little bit for Rowan. Xander Robinson with this. Robinson. He will lay off to Duffy. Duffy gets poke check. Carter trying to get on it. Can't do so in time. Good stick check, though, from him. 20 seconds now left on the power play for Rowan. This one dumped into the zone, chasing after it. Goes the 8 of Shane Wilson. SJU trying to clear one last time here at the end of this PK as it's pinned up along the wall, trying to dig at it. We're back to 5-on-5 as Linzo hops on the ice. Back to 5-on-5 now as Linzo tries to get a stick check in there. Can't do so that time, but it's knocked away for a moment here by SJU. It's Carpenter with it. He will dump this one in as he had 3 Profs all over him. Linzo able to keep it in the zone for now. Now taken away here by Rowan again. Collected by Robinson. He will pitch this one forward. Able to connect on the pass. Up to RJ Rowan as this one goes the other direction here for SJU. Trying to get on a chance that they couldn't do so. That was Linzo again. Since coming out of the box, hasn't been able to go to the bench. As Rowan looking for an option in front. That one trickled just wide, looking for a redirect in the middle. Puck behind the goal line now. Linzo with it again, springs this one out. Brazil with a beautiful move to get by one defender, but is bumped off the puck. That's going to be a delayed offside. As St. Joe's has it again here. This one collected back by Trey Fingerhut. Now this one played off again. Looking for Linzo. Linzo tried to get to it. Taken back the other way here by Rowan. That's Carter Wyatt who drove that one into the zone as 2 players just went flying. Quick shot in onto Tyson is blocked. Someone's stick broke there. That was Brazil's. As now the other way. Here comes SJU. That's Kyle Gross with a beautiful move to get by. Trying to keep it down here in the zone. Back up to the point. Kept in at the blue line. Maratea with it at the point. Shot through traffic. That one trickled just wide. Big hit right below us. That one from Stimmel as Maratea comes the other way. Maratea fires. That one is steered aside by John Kromchik. Big 6'9" skater from Vernon, New Jersey, wearing the number 2 for Rowan. As this goes the other way here for the Profs, looking to dance through the zone quickly as there's still that loose bit of stick out on the ice, and covering up is Tyson for the whistle. Here with 9:36 left to go in the first. Off the face-off, this one bounces right to Tyson. He will steer that one away there with the pads as there's a big hit along the glass there from Rowan. Getting knocked down on the play was Michael Valenta as he will block that shot and it comes out of the zone. Rudolph is checked along the boards. Valenta with it again, tried to play this one across looking for Shanahan. As Resto will lay the body into the wall. Good hit there as this one is sent around by Borman. Bouncing puck still in the zone. As now it's finally cleared there by SJU. Will this go for an icing? It will not have enough juice for it. Profs are able to get there in time. Referees will wave that off as they try and enter the zone quickly yet again. Allen trying to get to it. Racing to the puck as Robinson keeps it in at the blue line. Still with it, right on the blue paint. They were looking for an offside call. They're going to get it. And that will be offside there on the Profs. And the puck will come out of the zone here for this face-off here with 8:33 left to go in period one. Once again, thank you for joining us here on Breakout Sports Broadcasting. My name's Carl Pascal. Thank you for joining us today here for this one between St. Joe's and Rowan University. Our first broadcast of St. Joe's hockey here on BSB, live here on YouTube. As here comes Rowan the other way. Looking for a chance on the backhander, on the rebound, chance won't go. Knocked away by the defense, and Tyson will hold on to that one as well. Had the 38 of Brian Bowman right in his grill. Face-off one here by SJU. Still have it in their own end. Nearly picked away there by Nick Thomas, the captain for Rowan, as there's a big hit along the boards. Still with it is Bowman. Chased off the puck there for a moment. Finley lays this one across, trying to dance away with it as Thomas got the shot through. Tyson able to make the stop. Things already getting physical and chippy here in this one, as we kind of expected. As there's a big hit along the wall. Thomas got just shoved into the end boards there. Puck back up to the point. Kept here by Robinson. He fires. That one is blocked away. Finley with it now. Just sends this into the corner as it's collected by Romarino. He will get it up and out of the zone. Glove down and skated forward by Kuba. He will lay it across the Carpenter. Put it just wide on the play. Would have tied the game up at 1. Dangerous chance there for St. Joe's. As this goes back to the point, but gets through the skates there of Maratea. As it's sent right back in here by Romarino. Collected now by Rowan. Driving into the zone, trying to get back on it here is SJU. That's Shane Wilson on the puck. He will move this one around. Rowan trying to keep it here. That's Bianchi who will keep this in the zone. Just bounced away from him as Brazil will send it out. Sent right back in by Carter Wyatt. Brazil will get to it again, looking to clear on the backhand. It comes out of the zone with a little help from Rowan themselves. As it's now walked in by the Profs. Trying to power move to the net front. That one steered away by the defense. Still with it is Rowan. Looking back up to the point. They're able to find Wyatt. His pass across. Shot through traffic is stopped by Tyson. That shot was from Rowan. As Karakavitis will send this around. Bouncing puck goes up to the point. Rowan with it again. He fires. That's blocked away. Karakavitis again. Looking across. Finds a man in front. Tyson with the initial stop. On the rebound, he's able to gobble it up as well. Another chance, and they score. That puck was loose. Tyson's going to want that one back. But Rowan are able to put it home. And it looks like it's going to be Daniel Duffy. And Tyson is not happy about it. Wanted a whistle on that play. Thought he had it, but the referee said that he did not. And allowed play to keep going, and it ended up in the back of his net. And Rowan now up 2-0 here in the first period. 5:48 left to go. As there's a big hit right at center ice by O'Rourke. Just laid the hammer on Jake McLeod. As Stimmel will tip this into the zone. Along the wall. Kromchik, he will send it across. Pass out the other way here for Rowan. Trying to dart into the zone is Karabasi. He will send this one in on to Tyson, and he'll hold on to that one as he'll just flip it back out to the faceoff dot. Shots currently 15-2 in favor of St. Joe's. Or in favor of Rowan, excuse me. Like I was saying, 15-2 shot lead in favor of Rowan right now. 2-0 lead in favor of the Profs as well. As Maratea will just take his time here in the zone, looking for some options. This one's sent off the wall. St. Joe's chasing after it here. Shanahan trying to get there first, but it's cleared away by Bobby Kennedy. Came out to make the play on that one. McLeod now with it. Bouncing puck. Trying to fire that through traffic is knocked away. Up off the wall. This one steered aside. Picked back here by St. Joe's. Lifted up to center ice. Shanahan tried to get there first, couldn't do it as it goes all the way back to Tyson. Maratea is there. Ryan Mans to help as well. Kept in the zone, though, by the Profs. Looking to try and center again. Bouncing puck steered over to the goal crease, but only for a second. As Rowan tried to get another shot off, couldn't do so that time. St. Joe still not able to clear as it goes in onto Tyson, and he will just cover up for a whistle. .4:13 left to go here in period number 1 between SJU and Rowan, and that's going to be a penalty here on the Profs. It's going to be an interference call here on Rowan. And going to the box is Dom Riccardi, sophomore here for Rowan. So now to the power play for St. Joe's. A big opportunity to try and cut this lead down to 1. SJU with a great opportunity to make this a 1-goal game right now with 4:07 left to go in the first. They win the draw. Wilson trying to set up shop here at the point, lays this one across, able to find Carpenter. Carpenter lays this one to Romarino. Romarino sends lower, looking to go back up to the point again. Carpenter at the blue line, looking for options. Has to lay off, finds Kuba. Kuba to Romarino. Still no shots yet. That one through traffic just bounced off the stick there of Wilson. Kept in the zone now. Good keep there from Romarino for a second as Carpenter tries to get this one back on the back check, able to do so. Great stick lift from him as Carpenter lays off to Kuba. Kuba will cut by the defense. Delayed penalty here on the play. Extra skater here in front. That one is stopped there by Kennedy. What a save there. Point blank. And we're going to get another penalty here on Rowan. It's going to be a slashing call. And it's going to be on Matthew Allen, who's going to go to the box. So now a huge 5-on-3 opportunity for the Hawks. Massive, massive chance here for St. Joe's. To cut the lead to 1 and then some with the extra time. Have about 1:05 here on the 5-on-3 as Kuba fires the Carpenter on the rebound. Gross put it off the outside of the post as sprawling was Kennedy. Still with it is St. Joe's in the zone. Gross with it again. Looking in front, bouncing puck. Kuba was there, trying to get to it, but it's cleared by Rowan. Sent the distance all the way down. SJU driving in quickly. Carpenter trying to cut his way to the net front as the threes came together. Still with it along the wall now. Able to get this one off to Wilson. Wilson behind the cage looking for options. Finds Carpenter. 24 seconds left of 5-on-3 time. As Romarino fires, that one's blocked aside. Romarino able to pick it off the clear attempt there as it tries to go back to the point. Gross not able to keep it in the zone. 6 seconds of 5-on-3 time, trying to keep it in the zone as St. Joe's. They can't do so, and it's cleared. Now just a regular 5-on-4 here with 45 seconds left to go on the power play for the Hawks. Under 2 minutes left to go in the first. Brazil driving into the zone. Laid this one back. No one was there at the point as it comes right back out. Maratea will collect. Maratea. He will just go back into his own end to set up shop here and wait for some help as it's collected by Rowan, but he hit the deck. Lost an edge as it's dumped right back into the far side corner. Brazil will have to go and collect it here. 10 seconds left to go on the power play for St. Joe's, looking for one last chance. That gets by everybody, and this will be an icing here on the Hawks with 1:18 left to go in the first. 3 seconds left on the power play. Off the face-off, bouncing puck. This one is kept here by Rowan in the zone, and that will do it. We're back to 5-on-5. Good kills there for the Profs. As it's collected here by St. Joe's, Roland sends this one forward. Maratea is streaking into the zone. Tried to stop there at the circle, but it's blocked away there by Kromchik as there's a big hit along the wall. That was Linzo who got jammed into the boards there, as we're going to get an offside call here on the Profs with 50.7 left to go here in period one. Face-off sent back into the Rowan end. This one collected here by St. Joe's now as they try and keep this in the zone. That was Valenta who tried to lay the body. Rowan with it again here, trying to get one last chance before the period ends. Driving the other way is Capecci. Stimmel able to play this one across. Looking to try and find it there to Romarino as he will send it into the zone for now. Bouncing puck there on the play for Borman as Valenta with a big hit along the wall. Bouncing puck here at center ice. 8 seconds left to go in period number one. And Rowan will just eat out the rest of the clock here in the first period as Valenta tried to go at it. But that will do it for the first. A 2-0 lead for the Rowan Profs after one here against the St. Joe Hawks. Six in favor of Rowan, and nothing lead for the Profs. But either way, we're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we will have the second period of action for you. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching St. Joe's University Hawks Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting, live here on YouTube. We are back for the second period. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for period number 2, as SJU takes on the Rowan University Profs. A 2-0 lead for Rowan after the first period of play, dominating in the shot category. 16-6, your shot totals right now in favor of the Profs. They have been all over this St. Joe's team. As we get ready for the second period, once again, thank you for joining us here on our first night of action here on BSB for the 25-26 season. We are so excited to get going here for this year. A action-packed season with all 6 of our teams getting ready to kick things off for the 25-26 campaign. TC&J opened their night today as well. St. Joe's here for this one, their second game of the year, but their first game with us here on BSB. TC&J ended up losing earlier, like I said, in period 1, 4-3. That was our game of the week against Temple. And we will be doing a bunch of game of the weeks this year. Every single weekend, we are going to have a game of the week here on BSB. You'll see it in the title for the stream, which one is our game of the week. We'll also be posting about it on our social medias, as per usual, as we get ready for this second period. Centers at the face-off dot. Goalie's ready to go. And we are off here for period 2. Face-off won there by St. Joe's, but quickly given away. That shot is blocked by Wilson. The captain trying to get it out of the zone, couldn't do so that time. Now goes back up to the point. Redirected shot kicked aside by Tyson. That redirect was from Bowman. As out the other way, here goes Kuba looking back for Carpenter. To him on the back door, but it's stopped there by Kennedy. Kennedy with a nice save. It'll work itself out. 19:34 left to go here in the second period as that faceoff was won back by St. Joe's. Maratea tried to fire. Poked out the other way now by Max Finley. Finley trying to get to it. Has it here along the wall. Sends this lower to Thomas. Thomas looking back for Finley. Couldn't get it to him. Thomas with it again. The captain cycling here in the zone. Sends this one lower. Able to connect on the feed. Down to Rudolph as it goes back up to the point for Thomas. Thomas from the point. That one fought off by Tyson. Now St. Joe's trying to move it around. That was Maratea who knocked it away for a moment. Now along the boards, it's kept here by Finley again. Sharp angle shot. That shot goes wide. Romarino will chase after this one. Here for the Hawks. Nearly got there first, but is beat to the puck by Riccardi. As it's dumped right back in here by SJU. That was Rowland who sent it in. Ebersol now at the point. His shot is whiffed on as it's sent the other way here by Rowan. That shot fought off there by Tyson off the mask, and it goes up into the netting. Tyson trying to get back into the groove of things after giving up 2 in period number 1. Face-off won back here by Rowan this time. Pinned up along the wall. That puck knocked out of the zone as Shanahan will get on it off the pass from Gross. Gross trying to get on that loose puck. Had it stolen away now by Rowan. Out the other way, here come the Profs. As that shot is fought off by Tyson again. That was from Bianchi. As this one skips by. Brazil with it now. Has Shanahan with him in a 2-on-1 as Brazil is decked along the wall. Brazil just got leveled there along the boards. As Gross will keep this in the zone. Looking for Brazil along the end wall. He's pinned up along the boards. Now Gross lays the hammer down in the corner. Things starting to get physical and chippy yet again here early in period 2. Actually still has 1 up on the scoreboard right now, but it is indeed period number 2. So if you see it on the scoreboard, as a stick just went flying, not sure whose that was, but Rowan trying to drive the zone, can't do so. Mans will take it away. Linzo trying to skate into the zone, couldn't do so that time. As it's collected by Rowan, sprung out back to Ebersol, who will glove this one down and send it back out. Bouncing puck here. Ebersol with it again right in front of us in the broadcast box. Linzo has that poked away. Trying to get on it is Griffin Meyer, trying to dance through, just couldn't pot it home. Looking in front again, right to the back door, they score! The referees are going to call this a goal. Tyson doesn't think that went in. And it's going to be Jake McLeod who's going to get credit with the goal right now. We're going to see if the referees are going to discuss this. That looked very, very close from up here. That was extremely close from our point of view. That puck may have not crossed the line all the way. It might have hit the corner of the post. But either way, they're going to say it's 3-0 right now in favor of Rowan. As we'll try and take another look at it at some point here on our monitor. But either way, a 3-0 game right now. It still says 2-0 on the scoreboard, but we'll have to wait for things to get updated. Either way, it is 3-0 Rowan. It will stand for now. Still no challenges or instant replay here in the ACHA. Not yet. Not yet. Hopefully at some point we'll get to that level where we're able to do that league-wide so things like that don't happen. We're actually able to go back and look at goals. We have the capability here at BSB to be able to do that, but the league doesn't allow that yet in terms of reviewing goals. Unfortunately, as that one I'm sure would like to be reviewed by the SJU coaches. As this pass is sent around here by SJU. Can't get it out of the zone. It's kept in the zone here by Allen. He will send that one wide of the cage. Matthew Allen on it again. Sends it lower for McLeod. Puck going into the wall. Bouncing puck, Riccardi is there. As it's taken here by the Hawks. Pass across looking for Kuba, went away from him. Wilson will send it forward. Gets it right back, though, as he sends this one bouncing in onto Kennedy. Had that one right in the breadbasket. We'll send this one out of the zone now. Capacci. He has it along the boards. Hounded there by a couple of St. Joe skaters as Carpenter gets into it now with Matthew Allen as a glove came flying off. Play still continuing as Carpenter will get to the puck. Carpenter along the wall. Borman now in there trying to fight for it. Rowan still with it. That was McLeod who sent it down to the corner again. As it bounces across here to Wyatt, he will cycle it around. Able to find Capacci as Tyson will make the stop that time. And Tyson's helmet came off on the play as Kuba just got knocked into the boards hard there. Got sandwiched. And we're taking another look at it here on the play, and it looks like that puck may have not gone in. It's very close. Trey Wright TDing right next to me here, saying that did not go in. So went and looked at it at slow-mo on the replay, and it is extremely close as that one goes up and over the bar. Shanahan will send this one the other way as this one is dumped into the zone. Either way, that third goal, one that SJU was going to want back as that one went redirected up and over by Brazil. Now here comes Rowan. This top line, Bowman trying to go to work and covering up on it is Tyson. Bowen will take this draw. Here for Rowan, up against the 4 of Kyle Gross. Gross able to win it, finds Maratea, who will spring this out the other way for Brazil. Brazil with it, has Shanahan. That one fought off there by Kennedy. As this one bounces here for Rowan, they're able to get it forward. Into the zone, here goes Thomas one-on-one. Played out quickly, Brazil with it again. Finds Shanahan on the feed. Shanahan fires. Held on to there by Kennedy on the shot. .20 left to go here in period number 2. Shots currently 21-9 in favor of Rowan. They've got the 3-0 lead as this puck bouncing here at center ice. Out to Ebersol. Trying to lay this one off. It's taken away here by Rowan, though. Valenta with a good back check as Resto is there to try and take it away now for SJU. Rowan with it again as they enter the zone. Duffy. Up against the boards as that one will hop up into the netting. Went off the stick there of Trey Fingerhut. Off the face-off, kept here by St. Joe's, trying to clear as Resto will get onto that one for a moment. Now Mans with it. Rowan trying to get back on the puck, not able to do so. Fingerhut with it again, looking to try and clear, couldn't do it again. Fingerhut sends up to Valenta. He's able to get it out that time as Mans goes the other way. Mans cutting around one defender, still with it, looking for the cross-crease pass. It's fought off there by Kennedy. Ebersol fires, and Kennedy will hold on yet again. Good chances here for St. Joe's, looking to try and respond and get one on the board, just haven't been able to do so yet. Face-off one here by Rowan as they look to try and clear the zone. This one just dumped in there by the Profs as trying to get on it quickly. There was Griffin Meyer as he went into the wall, along with Karabasi. And we're going to get a delayed penalty here on the play, and I think this is going to be on Rowan. It's going to be an interference call here on the Profs. And it's going to be on Matt Karabasi. He'll go for interference. And back to the power play. Go St. Joe's. St. Joe's looking to try and get one on the scoreboard here. Have it here deep in the zone. Kuba will go back up to the point. Wilson with it. Across to Carpenter. Carpenter to Wilson, looking for a lane. Back to Carpenter in the circle. He fires. That shot stopped away by Kennedy. Kept here by Carter again. Carpenter with it again. Carpenter fires. That one's blocked. Gets it back off the rebound. That one goes up and over the bar. That was a rip there from Carpenter. Just couldn't put it on target. Is now out the other way. 2-on-1 short-handed here for Rowan. Pass across. Walking in on goal. Tyson makes the save and it goes in. Kuba might have hit that one off of his own skate. And it's going to be Xander Robinson with credit on the shorthanded goal. Kuba was immediately pleading that it was kicked in by Rowan, as well was Tyson, but it's now going to be a 4-0 lead in favor of the Profs. Brazil has this one pickpocketed. St. Joe's still on the power play here as they try and drive in. Maratea with some shifty moves to get it to the corner. Still fighting for it. This is a huge hit there from Linzo. And that's going to be a penalty. I think this might be a charging penalty here on Linzo. It's either going to be a charging or a hitting from behind. And it is indeed going to be a charging call here on Linzo, so that will negate the St. Joe's power play, and we'll play some 4-on-4 for 1 minute and 7 seconds. Whereas one of our other broadcasters here on BSB, John McCouche, likes to call it his favorite brand of hockey, as it's taken by Roland. Roland will try and drive this into the zone. Quickly stolen away, though, by the Profs, as it's collected here by Allen. Springing this one forward, one-on-one opportunity here for the Profs, looking to try and drive through. This one meant for the back door, just couldn't connect on the pass. They tried to find Dom Riccardi, as Brazil goes the other way. He gets pickpocketed. Another penalty here on the play. It's going to be a hooking call. It's going to go on Rowan again. And it'll be on Riccardi, so we'll play some 4-on-3. Referees trying to calm things down here smartly as it's starting to get a little bit testy, as we kind of expected this game to get a little bit physical and a little bit heated between these local rivals. So now we'll play 4-on-3. St. Joe's back on the power play now. There were 36 seconds on the original penalty. So we'll play 36 seconds of 4-on-3. Then we'll go back to 4-on-4 for a little bit, and then we'll go back to 5-on-4 for St. Joe's. They'll have a shortened power play. Kept here by St. Joe's in the zone, able to keep it in here. Borman will send this one back. SJU set up here with 13 seconds left of the 4-on-3. Looking in front over to the backdoor. Carpenter fires, but it's held onto by Kennedy. As here we go with some more extracurriculars. And the referee just continuing to blow the whistle. Gross will take this draw for St. Joe's. He's able to win it. Carpenter at the point to Borman in the circle. Fires this to the back door, but it goes wide. Carpenter on it again. Now back to 4-on-4. Carpenter fires. Knocked away there by Kennedy, and it goes up into the netting for a stoppage. Here with 9:49 left to go in the second period. So now we're back to 4-on-4. We'll play 4-on-4 for 47 seconds. And then a shortened power play for St. Joe's. Face off one back here by St. Joe's again here. Roland with it. He fires from the point. Held onto, or not again that time. And right in front, loose puck was there. Did it end up in the back of the net? It did not. Jumping on top of it was Kennedy. Kennedy able to find a way to get on top of that one. That rebound was loose. A little bit of a quick whistle there from the referees as this one is sent around here for Xander Robinson. 30 seconds left to go, a 4-on-4 time as Finley will spring this forward. Gross able to knock it away. Carpenter trying to get to it first. Carpenter with a big-time check. What a hit from Carpenter. As there's a big check along the glass, just level to the ice was Roland. And Carpenter with a nice stick check. Able to get that stick in. Down to 5 seconds left to go, a 4-on-4 time. As Carpenter and McLeod come together. He fires. That one is knocked away by Maratea. Now 26 seconds left of power play time here for St. Joe's. As Roland tried to skate up the ice, he's knocked down. Puck will go all the way back here to Tyson. And we're going to get another penalty here. And it's going to be coincidentals this time. So McLeod and Carpenter are both going to get original roughing penalties, and then McLeod, after the play, was mouthing off to the referee and just got himself an unsportsmanlike penalty. So he will get an extra penalty up on the board. So now it'll be a 5-on-3 yet again here for St. Joe's for 14 seconds, and then a 5-on-4. Pretty much half of this period at this point has been spent on special teams. So a 5-on-3 for 14 seconds here for St. Joe's. They're able to win the faceoff, goes back up to the point. Ebersol with it here. Ebersol looking, lays this one off, looking for Kuba, can't connect on the pass, and it's cleared there by Rowan. Now a 5-on-4. Kuba, he's knocked down in his own end, trying to get this out of the zone, but that's going to be called a hand pass. That's going to be called a hand pass there on St. Joe's as Kuba just tried to send it out of the zone. Face off here to the left of Tyson. One there by St. Joe's as Kuba has it again. Kuba's sandwiched along the glass. Resto will send this one forward, able to find the 57 of Fingerhut as he will dump in. Just sends it in onto Kennedy as the Profs will clear another time here. 1:05 left to go here on the power play for the Hawks. Fingerhut looking across to Risto. Risto driving into the zone. Can't hold on to that one. Bouncing puck gets lofted out. Here to Wilson. He will glove it down and look for some options. Plays it up to Fingerhut, who will send it into the zone. Quickly cleared, though, there by the Profs as Wilson will get onto this one with 40 seconds left on the man advantage. Shots currently 22-15 in favor of Rowan. So St. Joe's climbing back in the shot department, but still have not been able to find Twine just yet. As it is collected here by the Profs and cleared once again, that time off the stick of Robinson. Maratea sends this to Wilson. Wilson tried to drive into the zone. He is sandwiched at his own bench, and it's dumped away by the Profs again. Gross with this. Sends it up to Shanahan, but it gets by him, and that's another kill there for the Profs. Back to 5-on-5, finally even strength. Here with 6:35 left to go in period 2. If you're just tuning in, thank you for doing so. My name is Carlo Pascal. You're watching St. Joe's University Ice Hockey, presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube, as Tyson will make that stop there off that shot from Rowan. St. Joe's taking on the Rowan Profs here in this one tonight of our first broadcast of St. Joe's University Ice Hockey. Currently a 4-0 lead for Rowan right now. Shots are 23-15. As St. Joe's trying to look for an answer here offensively and get one into the back of the net of the Profs. A couple of controversial goals already here in this one, as this is lofted back out to center ice. Back to go get this, Dimitri Thompson. Played for the Hill Academy before coming here to Rowan. Still with it in the zone is St. Joe's, looking to try and go to work here deep in the zone. Behind the goal line, looking to center. That was Doherty who looked for the man in front, as two Rowan skaters got tied up together. Doherty with it, trying to center. Can't do so that time. It's taken away now and skated out by Karakavitis. Karakavitis to the puck first. Up along the wall with O'Rourke. Trying to center that time again was Rowan, couldn't do so. They were looking for Bianchi in the middle. As it is kept along the wall for a moment by Rowan. Now to Karakavitis again. Karakavitis lays back off as he is leveled into the wall. That was actually the 22 for Rowan of Dimitri Thompson. As we're under 5 to play here in the second period, this one lofted out and into the Rowan end as going to track back on it. Go the Profs. Now out the other way goes Thomas. Thomas streaks into the zone and fires. Held on to by Tyson with the leather. Off the draw. Rowan will keep this one in the zone again, looking to send this down into the corner for Bowman. Bowman with it back up to the point. Keeping it here is Wyatt. Looking back to Bowman, can't handle the pass. As it's lofted out to center ice. Trying to get on it is Carpenter. Keeping it away for a moment is Rowan, looking to try and center that one into the slot. Good back check there from the Hawks, as out the other way goes Carpenter. Carpenter laying this one off to the backhand. That shot is stopped away as a stick just got launched into space there. Nearly hit the roof here at the Skatium. As Rowan with a 3-on-2, if they can hurry. Shot goes just off the outside of the post, and we're going to get a penalty. And I think this might be on Rowan again. It's going to be an interference call here on Carter Wyatt. Here with under 4 to play in the second period. And the referees are going to discuss things here. Not sure what the referees are discussing here, as Rowan looks like he's going to go to the locker room for something here. Might be a timeout, actually. I think this is indeed a timeout. I think it is by St. Joe's. So as we've got a brief timeout here, we're going to step aside as well for a couple seconds, take a quick break, and we'll be back in just a second. And we are back here after the timeout. And back to the power play goes St. Joe's. Another chance here on the man advantage. Here with under 4 to play in period 2, as that shot from the point gets deflected wide, and it's cleared yet again by Rowan. Kuba with this one here on the near side wall. Has to lay it off to Wilson. Uses Kuba as a screen, and Wilson will send it into the zone. Gross will get to chase on it, as Kuba will keep it along the wall. Kuba looking in front, and they score! What a feed from Kuba to Wilson, and St. Joe's are on the board. Finally, the Hawks are able to break through, put it through 5-hole. They're on Bobby Kennedy. And SJU finally able to break this deadlock. Here for them up against Bobby Kennedy. That time on the power play, Wilson able to put that one through 5-hole. .325 left to go here in period 2. St. Joe's finally able to get on the score sheet here in this one, cutting the lead down to 3. Still a lot of time left here in this game. Romarino along the wall now. Romarino lifts this one right up into the sky, and it goes into the netting. Here for the stoppage. As we've got Creed blowing through the speakers here at the Skatium. Rowan with it again, trying to fire a shot there from the low slot. Just couldn't get it on target as it bounces here for St. Joe's. Out of the zone it comes for Carpenter. Carpenter tried to get it through across. Romarino with it now in the slot. Laying this one off. Kuba sends that one up and over the bar. Good chance from Kuba. As it's collected here by Rowan. Bouncing puck here on the play. Taken away by the Profs. Here at center ice for Rowan. They send this one into the zone. Ebersol will chase after it. Sends it to Brazil. He's hit into the glass. Goes back out to the blue line for Rowan. Puck dumped in. Morateo will go back to collect. He sends it around to Brazil. He will pitch this forward, but not out of the zone just yet. As that one is blocked away right on the doorstep. Goes into the corner here for Gross. Gross to Brazil again. Sends it across. Able to find Resto, who tried to break his way through the defense and get a chance in onto Kennedy. Just couldn't get it on target. As this one is pinned up along the wall in the near side corner. Looking back up to the point. Walking in, Wilson fires another chance for him. That one stopped by Kennedy. Now up to the point again. Kept in by Borman. Wilson with it at the point. That shot's blocked away. Quick shot there. Another chance there, stopped by Kennedy. Both of those from Sam Resto as it's lofted out of the zone. Wilson on it. Being hounded here by the Profs. He will send it for Resto. Resto gets it out of the zone, but had to sacrifice the body. As driving in, here go the Profs again. Lost the handle of the puck as they tried to get a shot off, though. As the Hawks will get it back to center ice. Gross will send it in. Wholesale line change here for St. Joe's as Rowan will skate this one forward. A minute left to go here in period 2. Thomas with it. He fires. That one's deflected up into the netting there from Tyson for the whistle with 50.9 left in the middle frame. And it looks like we're going to get too many men on the ice here for Rowan. And indeed, it is going to be a too many men here on the Profs. Someone's going to have to serve it here for Rowan. Looks like Brian Bowman. It looked like he was going to go to the box. It seems like it's actually going to be... Can't tell who that is down in the box right now. It's going to be Carter Wyatt serving the too many men penalty, but another power play here for St. Joe's with 47 seconds left to go in the second period. Maratea lays this one off. Gets it back here at the point, looking for a lane to fire. Plays to Carpenter. Carpenter to Maratea. He fires from the point. That one trickled wide. On the rebound chance, Kuba trying to get a shot off and went into the corner. Puck along the boards trying to clear his row, and they're able to do so. It bounces by Maratea. He'll have to track it down with 23 to play here in the second. Maratea up to Carpenter. Carpenter lost the handle. Maratea goes back up to Carpenter for now. As Carpenter lays the hammer! What a hit there at the blue line. Carpenter will go back and get it again. Trying to keep it away as the net comes off its moorings, nearly toppling down Tyson. Here with 2.8 seconds, and we'll get a whistle. So 2.8 seconds left to go on the clock. We'll get one more draw here before the end of this second period. Off the faceoff, it's one back there by St. Joe's, and that will do it for the second. So a 4-1 lead for Rowan. Here after 40 minutes of play, as we head into the second intermission, St. Joe's will head into period number 3 with 1 minute and 10 seconds left on the power play. As we will head into the second intermission. Once again, thank you for tuning in. We still got one more period left to go. We're going to step aside, take a short break. When we come back, we will have the third period of action for you. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. You're watching St. Joe's University Hawks ice hockey presented by Breakout Sports Broadcasting live here on YouTube. My name is Carlo Pascal, back here for the third period of play between St. Joe's and the Rowan University Profs. Currently a 4-1 lead for Rowan. They scored 2 in the first and 2 in the second. And for St. Joe's, finally able to put one past Bobby Kennedy on the power play in the middle frame. And St. Joe's will start on the man advantage here for the third as well. Have 1 minute and 10 seconds left to go on the power play. Here for St. Joe's to start this third period. Shots coming into the frame, 25-19. In favor of Rowan. SJU has climbed up the shot chart here and finally scored one against this Rowan squad, like I said. As we get ready for the third period, once again, thank you for joining us. It's been a great one here. As St. Joe's will win the draw here for the third, and we're off and running for the final 20 here between the Hawks and the Profs. Carpenter with this one here in the zone. He fires that one through traffic, blocked in front. That was blocked by Riley Rudolph as Kuba will keep this in off the attempted clear. Kuba with it. Finds Carpenter at the circle. Back to Kuba in the slot. Looking for a lane. Has to play to Carpenter. Carpenter to Kuba. Fires through traffic. That one is blocked away. Wilson trying to get on it as that one goes up into the netting. They're off the clear from Rowan. .38 seconds left to go on the power play. Face-off won by Gross. Carpenter will keep this in the zone. Darting into the slot. He fires. That one's kicked aside by Kennedy. Kuba will keep it. Looking back up to the point. Wilson is there. Time winding down on the man advantage as Wilson looks. Whiffed on the shot as it's cleared there by Rowan. Carpenter will get on it again with 15 seconds left to go on the power play. Darts by one defender. Still with the puck, gets by another. Driving into the slot himself, looking here on the backhand, had to poke the side. As he tries to go back up to the point, it's kept here by Romarino. Trying to go back up to Gross. Gross with it, lays lower. Carpenter lays it off. Quick shot in onto Kennedy, and he will hold on just as the power play expires. And we're back to 5-on-5. Off the face-off, this is one back here by the Profs. Sent around, trying to clear the zone, can't do so. Rowland fires it on, quick shot, rebound chance there. It's gobbled up by Kennedy, though, and he'll hold on. St. Joe's trying to turn up the heat. Shots are now almost dead even at 25-24. The Hawks trying to apply some pressure here and score a couple more goals to try and tie this game up. Down 3 right now here in the third. Still a lot of time left in this third period. 18:22 left to go. Rowan trying to clear. Can't do so that time. Kept in at the blue line. Trying to find it in his skates with Shanahan. Couldn't do it. Marateo will send this one around. Looking in front, that one bounces away from everybody and is clear there by Rowan. No icing. Referees are going to wave it off. 6 shots already here in the period for St. Joe's as Brazil tried to lay the body. Now Ebersol with it. He gets hit into the glass. Fingerhut trying to get this one away. Ebersol pokes it to Brazil. Couldn't clear that time as it bounces off the skates of Fingerhut. In on to Tyson now. He'll make the pad save. Driving the other way. In onto Kennedy. He will kick this one into the corner. Collected here by Wyatt, who will send this one up to Daniel Duffy, who dumps into the zone. Tyson lays off. Fingerhut sends around. Kept in here by Bianchi. Fighting for it there is Sam Resto, and we're going to get a delayed penalty here on the play. And it's going to be on Rowan again, as it will go back and be touched up by Wyatt. Another one here on Rowan. And the Profs are going to go to the box again. It's Daniel Duffy who's going to go to the sin bin here. So SJU with another chance here on the power play. .16:51 left to go here in this third period, as this one is kept at the blue line by Wilson. Great keep there from him. Gross trying to keep it away, as well as now it skips by Wilson and out. Kuba now with it. 20 seconds gone already on the power play as Kuba is chased back here. Has to lay back to the captain, Wilson. He will send this to Carpenter. His errant pass is knocked away here by the Profs. Collected there by Rowan and dumped into the zone. That one was kept by Lucas Riccardi. As now Kuba tried to play a pass, couldn't do so. Walking in now is Gross. He will send it into the zone. Kromchik will chase on it. Looking for some options is Romarino. Romarino can't hold on to it, and it's cleared yet again there by Rowan. 50 seconds left to go on the power play for St. Joe's. Maratea fires a shot in on goal. Rebound was still loose. Couldn't handle it. Another chance there. Stopped away by Kennedy. Brazil with it now. To Roland. Roland fires. Redirected through traffic. Waffle boarded away there by Kennedy as it is collected once again here by St. Joe's in the zone. 20 seconds left to go. Bouncing puck goes just wide of the cage as now the net comes off its moorings as Maratea was getting into it there with Matthew Allen. Still 14 seconds left to go on the power play here for St. Joe's. Off this draw, comes out of the zone. Maratea back to collect it. Time winding down on the power play. No shots for Rowan yet here in this period. 8 straight shots for St. Joe's. And we are back to 5-on-5. As Roland, he just got slashed in the midsection, trying to fire in on goal. That one up and over the bar. Another shot. That first shot there from Rowan, their first of the period, kicked aside by Tyson. As it goes back up to the blue line here. That one through traffic is stopped away, trying to get on it. That time was Shanahan, couldn't do so as it goes into the corner. Collected by SJU. Taken away now by Brazil. Brazil trying to get by the defense. Into the wall he goes. As the 14s came together, or actually the 14 and the 74 rather, as a nice hit by Roland to close off along the wall. That was right at the red line. As trying to get back on this was Pat Doherty, and a glove just came flying off, delayed offside on the play. There goes a stick and a glove from a Rowan skater as it's dumped in here by St. Joe's. Still in the zones. Doherty trying to center that one. Can't get to it in time. No one was there. Stimmel trying to chase after this. He lays the body. 3-on-2 out the other way here for the Profs if they can hurry. It's taken here by Rudolph. As trying to clear is Valenta. He's able to do it. No icing. They wave it off. Didn't have enough juice to get down there. As this one bounces across to that errant stick there still on the ice. And now this will not go for an icing. I thought the referees were going to call that an icing call. Either way, we continue on. As it's taken here by Karakavitis. Finger Hut trying to knock that away from Karakavitis. Able to do so for now. As it's sent around by the Hawks, but not out of the zone. Kept in by Rudolph. He will put it back down low. Bouncing puck there for Ebersol as he tries to get a whack at it. Romarino not able to get it out either. Puck still pinned along the near side wall as it bounces all the way out. Trying to get on it first is Carpenter. Carpenter with a chance to the backhand. He goes top shelf and scores. Cuts the lead to 2. Carpenter with a beautiful finish there on that play. Got out there on that breakaway chance and just went top shelf there on Kennedy with the backhand. Makes it a 4-2 game. SJU cut the lead down to 2 here with 12:16 left to go in the third. Again, still a lot of time here for the Hawks. Hawks were looking for a hand pass call there on Rowan. They're not going to get it, though. We continue on with play as Bowman tried to get to that one. Now it goes back up to the point. Wyatt with it. His shot from the blue line saved there by Tyson, and that rebound chance went just wide from Brian Bowman. Puck sent out of the zone, bouncing back into the Rowan end. Tipped forward by Bowman again. Off the wall. Now sent in here by Brazil. Kept here by Rowan only for a moment. Now Gross will avoid the check and play it across the Resto, who will send it deep down behind the goal line. Brazil coming over to help. Now goes back up to the point. Maratea from the blue line. That shot goes up and over. A high-flying riser from Maratea as Gross will keep it in for now. Gross trying to dive to keep it in. Bowman with it. Bowman. And we're going to get a penalty here, and it looks like it's going to be an interference call here on Rowan. And it's going to be on Carter Wyatt again. And the coaches from Rowan not happy about it. So back to the power play goes St. Joe's again. Another time here on the man advantage. Here for St. Joe's. Carter Wyatt to the box. SJU looking to cut it to 1. Here with 10:56 left to go in this third period. Another power play opportunity as that one is sent all the way down to Tyson by Rowan. Tyson will have to play this one back to Wilson. The captain sends this up to Carpenter. Carpenter flying down the right side wall. We'll play this one back to Shanahan. Shanahan across trying to find Romarino as Kuba will play back to him. Romarino back up to the point. Wilson there. Finds Romarino. Saucer pass across to Carpenter, tape to tape. Carpenter back to Wilson. To Romarino again. Down low, bouncing puck. Kuba trying to get to it, can't do so. And it's cleared there by the Profs. Tyson will lay off here for Carpenter. 1 and change left to go on the power play here for St. Joe's. Gross with it now. Gross to Romarino. Keeps it here along the wall. He's checked into the boards as that one is cleared up off the glass and out by Bowman. Rowland back to get this one. Down to 42 seconds left to go on the power play. Sends forward for Maratea. Maratea pulls up at the hash marks. Looking to get set up here with time winding down on the power play. It's poked away by Bowman again. Rowland. He gets going with 20 and change left to go. Into the zone he goes flying. Trying to center that one. No one was there looking to clear. They're not able to do so. Maratea with a good keep. Now out the other way. Here goes Rowan with a shorthanded chance. Trying to get by Maratea. They're not able to do so. Good back check by Maratea as he got a stick knocked away. 2 seconds left to go on the power play. And Rowan with a good kill. Back to 5-on-5 now as Rowan pokes this into the zone. Ebersol keeps this one away. Can't get it out of the zone yet, though. Good keep there from Capacci. As it is cycled here lower. Quick shot in onto Tyson. He's able to make that stop. Puck now behind the goal line. Ebersol got a stick to it. Still kept here by the Profs. Goes back up to the point. Capacci trying to dart into the slot, had it broken up, but it goes back up to the blue line. Still kept by Rowan. Down low now, looking for a lane to try and fire. Tyson able to make the initial save. Puck still loose on the rebound. They score. Riley Capacci puts it into the back of the cage and makes it 5-2. So the hole gets bigger once again here for St. Joe's. Lead now back up to 3 for Rowan as Capacci makes it a 5-2 game as it's sent out of the zone here. Dumped right back in, though, by the Hawks. Bowman goes back to get it here. Chased by Shanahan. Still with it is Bowman. He'll lift this one up, but not out of the zone. Kept in there by St. Joe's. Put back in deep. Riccardi back to get it. Moves it aside, trying to keep it in. The Hawks at the point again. It's kept in. That shot is blocked away in front by Bowman, and we're going to get a hand pass call here by Rowan. Riley Capacci with the recent goal makes it 5-2. 7:26 left to go here in the third. Face-off one back. Shanahan fires. That shot ripped in onto Kennedy, and he's able to gobble it up on the rebound with the glove. Shots 28-30. Now in favor of St. Joe's. Still down by 3. Here with 7:21 left to go in this third period. O'Rourke able to win that draw. Goes back up to the point. Wilson will fire. Sends back to O'Rourke. Through traffic. Bouncing puck steered aside by Kennedy. O'Rourke along the wall. Trying to keep it for now. Can't do so. Comes out the other way here for Bianchi. As he tries to weave his way through the defense, he falls down. Robinson will keep it in, takes a bump along the glass. As a stick just went flying yet again, and that one's gloved down by Tyson. Got it with the leather. Face-off one there by St. Joe's. Lifted up and out of the zone. Kuba will give chase on it. Robinson will steer it away. Kuba able to get it back, though, and send it in deep. Kuba again going after it. Carpenter there to try and get a stick in it. Kept him by Maratea. Good keep there from him. Redirected in on goal. Bouncing puck knocked away there by Kennedy. And it looks like the net may have come off its moorings here. Behind Kennedy. Carpenter actually ran into it, or almost got pushed into it, rather. .6:23 left to go. As Roland tried to send in, couldn't do so. Now it's dumped back in by Carpenter. Puck taken here by Wyatt. Wyatt will get this across the red line and dump into the zone. Flipped right back out, though, by the Hawks as it bounces here for Kuba. All three skaters, or all three forwards, right all together there for St. Joe's. As Roland goes down behind the goal line trying to get to the puck. Maratea down there as well, kept by Rowan, though. Riccardi able to keep it down low, doing a good job to do so. Looking to center it back into the slot. No one was there. They just couldn't get the pass to Nick Thomas. As Wyatt has it taken away by Roland. Roland looking into the slot for Gross. Just couldn't get a handle on the shot. Put it in his skates on the pass. Stimmel will now keep it in the zone. Resto fires that one wide. Gross with it again. Looking in front. Stimmel there. Resto fires and scores with 5:14 left to go. Excellent forechecking there from St. Joe's. And Sam Resto able to get another one here for St. Joe's to cut it to 2 with 5:14 left to go here in the third. It is not over yet as the Hawks clawing their way back into this game. This one dumped in here by Fingerhut. Trying to get on it is Gross. Another chance for Stimmel. It went just wide. Almost made it a one-goal game as Gross goes back up to the point. Shot through traffic. That one trickles wide of the cage. Stimmel to chase after it again. Lays a big-time hit in the corner. Loose puck on the play. Taken here by the Profs. It comes out of the zone. Just dumped in there by Rowan. As Ebersol is taken down. No call on the play. We continue on. Puck out here for St. Joe's. Fingerhut tried to send it in. Couldn't do so that time. Puck goes all the way back into the Rowan end, looking for a clear. Quickly out the other way. Here come the Profs. That shot goes high and away. Off that chance from Matthew Allen. As Bowman will keep this. Gets blown up at the blue line there by Wilson. Pass finds its way over to Linzo, who will send into the zone. Valenta into the corner. Valenta trying to go to work. Has it at the hash marks. Now taken away here by Rowan. 3:45 left to go here in the third. Rowan with another chance here. That one is broken up. We're trying to find the stick of Nick Thomas. Back up to the point now. Thomas will send this one into the corner, trying to find Bowman. Pass gets sent around. Rowan still with it here deep in the zone. Bowman trying to dance his way into the net front. Poked away by Tyson with a good poke check. As Valenta tried to go for the check. It's steered out of the zone there by St. Joe's. Thomas still with it. He re-enters the zone here for Rowan. Tries to dangle by the defense. Can't do so that time. Some good stick work as Linzo looks for an option along the wall. Gets it up to Valenta, and he's able to clear. St. Joe's in the midst of a change. Trying to get skaters on the ice as Rowan does as well with under 3 to go in the third. That shot stopped in traffic. Bouncing play. Trying to feed it out here the other direction. That's Romarino trying to get it to Carpenter. Carpenter with it. Had it for just a second. Now Romarino trying to get it there. Now Maratea collects. Maratea with some room, gets into the zone, looking for a shot. That went in onto Kennedy, and he will just hold on to that with the glove. Carpenter to take this draw. He's able to win it for the Hawks. That shot from the point is blocked and will go up into the netting. That one was from Maratea. We'll do it again to the right here of Kennedy. That time Rowan wins the draw and they are able to clear. Roland will corral this one. Here back in his own blue line, now Maratea will send back to Roland. Time winding down here in period 3. As this pass, errant of everybody, is sent up off the glass and back to Roland in his own end. 2 minutes left to go here in the third. Roland avoids that check, pokes it forward. Can't get it away though. Profs with another chance here, trying to go to the back door. It's stopped. Block shot diving down. Beautiful play by Romarino as he has it taken away from him though. Looking in front, that pass is blocked. Kuba able to knock it aside. Carpenter out the other direction. Carpenter gets by one defender. Looking into the slot, no one was there. Over to the back door, Romarino with it. Has to go back to the point for Maratea. Tyson to the bench. Extra skater jumping on here for the Hawks. Trying to send it away was Wyatt. Can't get it out of the zone. Karakavitis will clear now. They're going to wave off the icing. Romarino back to get it. 1:15 left to go here in the game. Gross lays this one off. Trying to go right back to him. Can't do so. Bowman with it now with a chance to try and seal the deal. Bounces off the outside of the cage. 1 minute left to go in the game. Wilson will send this forward. Back out the other way. Stimmel with it. Has to play back to Wilson. Has it bounce in his skates. Looking for a chance here for Rowan to end things, and they do. Into the back of the net. Max Finley sends that one into the empty cage and makes it 6-3 with 47.7 left in the third. And that will seal the deal here for this one. St. Joe's with a valiant push here at the end of the second and entire third period. As there's a big hit there by Gross there on Bowman. As it's collected by Riccardi, he will just send it away. This one dumped in here. Ebersol will go back and get it with 20 seconds left, and it's going to be an icing call. And it seems like we've got a penalty here, actually. It's going to be a cross-checking call here on Gross. So he'll go to the box to end out the rest of this game. .6 seconds left to go here in this third period. Profs are on the power play here to end this game. This will just come back out into the Profs end, and they will just eat out the rest of this clock. And that will do it for this one. The St. Joe University Hawks fall 6-3 to the Rowan Profs. Final shots 35-30 in favor of St. Joe's. Weren't able to complete the comeback. Valiant effort in the back half of the second and the entire third period, but just not enough against this Rowan squad as St. Joe's starts the year 0-2. Rowan starting 2-0 on the season. Well, that will wrap things up here for this one tonight. St. Joe's falling 6-3 against the Rowan University Profs. But either way, that will do things for this one. We still got one more game tomorrow. St. Joe's taking on Kutztown back here at the Skatium tomorrow at 5 p.m. for a late afternoon matchup. Ariel Melendez will be on the mic for that one. Well, that'll do it for tonight's action here on BSB. My name is Crollo Pascal. Have a good night, everybody. We'll see you back here tomorrow.